All right, here we go. So what we're looking at here is some solar panels that are completely filthy, like you can see. They're dirty, super dirty. One thing about them is they've got a good amount of paint overspray on them. So they're very rough. So we're going to do a rinse, get that top layer of dirt off, and I'm going to show you guys there's paint overspray on here. And also we're going to look a little bit more about how that can affect the solar panel. And then we're going to talk a little bit about this removal. Oops. We charge $125 an hour starting for paint overspray removal. Depending on the level of the paint, yeah, I've charged on up to $200, $250 an hour for the removal. Again, it also depends on the home itself, the pitch of the roof, the solar panels themselves. If it is a situation where the solar panels have to come off, they have to be taken off and then taken down on the ground to be cleaned, it can go on up to $300 an hour. What I don't understand is painters just not even paying attention. You're right there hitting the gutters like crazy. It makes no sense as you're spraying them. I was a professional commercial painter back in the day when I was younger. I'm 44 years old now. About when I was 20, this makes no sense to see this type of paint overspray. This is a real heavy one too. That's a heavy paint overspray. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these, and that's one charge right there. And then there is the paint overspray removal. And we've got one, two, three, each one of these down here that are close to this gutter. And you can see how they sprayed it, because you can see the top part here where nobody can see. You can see they just hit the bottom part and just psh. It's a lack of care. So you end up seeing solar panels like this uh, more often than you should. I don't understand painters. Painters and electricians. I think painters and sparkies. I don't understand them. I don't. All right, well, we're going to do a cleaning. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy off of here. There's actually people working on the house right now, which is interesting because you never know. I mean, the people could have made the mistake, could be still at the home when you're dealing with these types of customers who are taking care of their other homes and whatnot, or properties that they're fixing up and cleaning. The other thing too is cleaning stuff out and whatnot. It's funny. They want me to be careful because they knew that it had just been painted before we even came out to this job. Customer told us, hey, wife is a little bit nervous because we just painted and it does not know how the water is draining. So if it drains off, could you please rinse off the side of the house? It makes a mess. It's funny. Luckily enough, there is a good drainage system. The gutters are fine. However, though, they painted those things and blasted these solar panels. All right, let's get Just go ahead and get this one cleaned off over here and take a look at it. See, you could feel that. You can feel it with the brush. Not only hear it, but you can feel it. A little bit at the top too. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. So essentially this panel is clean now. But if you look at this this layer of paint overspray on here, it's still blocking a lot of that sun that's coming through. So it's a real big problem, man. That could void a customer's warranty. It could destroy a solar panel. I mean, there's a lot of things that could take place. So these painters really need to step their game up. I'm gonna put you guys down for a second so you can see this. Hold on. Don't mind the sun. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So we have the regular brush you guys know of. I always use the Tucker head so that I can angle it any way I want. I'm gonna put it pretty far out there. It's got a good angle to it because I'm not using the brush. I'm actually going to be using that right there. And you can see it goes just a little bit beyond the brush so I can get that scrape, enough water. You can also kind of clean off as well. So let's get this down here. You need a good angle. Just go a little bit at a time. You're not going crazy. And it's really not the down push. It's the up motion that's doing the most of it. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look down here now. There's a little pressure. You're actually allowing the brush to do most of the work, but there it is right there. You could see that. And that's how paint overspray should be done with the scraper. When we talk about scrapers and whatnot, I think it scares a lot of people. Done the right way with a manual brush, it's not a fear whatsoever. It also takes care of a lot of these types of things right here. And if you have it set up properly, it's really easy. Flip and drive it on over. Change the angle of your brush. You're not even pushing down, just letting the brush kind of do itself. And again, it's not going down, it's pulling. It's when I bring the brush back up that it really does the work. There you go. And that will definitely speed up your cleaning a little bit. And with the paint overspray, what you're going to run into, basically what you're going to find is a lot of different things like this right down here. Let me show you this. See? Painters were up here and scratched it. You know, I've scratched a couple of them, just rubbed it off. But, someone checked it out and was like, oh, shoot. So people know what they do. Hey, guys. Solar Panel Clean friends. Like the video, make sure that you go over to the YouTube channel. Go on over to the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Solar Panel Clean friends. Join the #1 community created for just professional solar panel cleaners of all skill levels. Bam, I'm out of here. How do I end this?